It was just feet away from being one of the worst aviation disasters in history. There's newly released video from last year. You can see Air Canada Airbus A320 barely missing the tail of United Airlines Boeing 787, already on the ground at San Francisco International, before aborting the landing, and that Air Canada going back around to try again. Both planes packed with passengers. We now have audio as well from the air traffic control tower as it happened. Listen.
How's this guy going? He's on the taxiway.
Air Canada, go around. In the go around, Air Canada 759.
In 759, looks like you were lined up for Charlie there. Flight heading 280, primate change 3000. 59 and 1, Air Canada flew directly over us. Yeah, I saw that guy.
At its lowest point, the Air Canada Airbus dropped to 59 feet. The tail of United Airlines Boeing 797, by the way, it stands 56 feet tall. That's a 3-foot distance. That's only 3 feet of space. Now, of course, this is bringing to mind for a lot of people the Asiana crash in 2013 when a Boeing 777 clipped a seawall and smashed into the runway. There were fatalities there. I want to welcome Ross Amer. He's the CEO with Aero Consulting Experts, and he is a retired captain with United Airlines. Thank you so much for your years of service. Let's talk about this. I think that many people, and you included, I'm sure, sir, scratching your head at how this could have happened.
Absolutely. This, as you mentioned, could have been the biggest disaster in aviation history. But fortunately, the system actually worked, believe it or not. My fellow United pilots did an excellent job of warning both the pilots and the air traffic controller that something was not working. The airplanes actually, the ones on the ground on the taxiway, at some point turned on their landing lights to warn the Air Canada guy that he was lined up with the wrong runway. But overall, let's not forget, we've had the best safety record in a long, long time. Unfortunately, that safety record was shattered by the young lady that recently was killed.
Yeah, in that Southwest Airlines incident.
That is correct. But we're doing really fantastic in terms of safety. We did dodge a bullet recently when they were about to privatize the air traffic control, but fortunately it was voted out. So I'm very pleased with our safety record.
Okay. Let me ask you, we've heard more than once that SFO, San Francisco International Airport, is prone to this kind of situation. Of course, the 777 Asiana flight from 2013, we know, a terrible crash there. This one, a close call. There have been some other incidences at SFO. What makes that airport particularly tricky?
SFO is very unique in that respect of its size because, you know, when SFO became an airport, it wasn't meant to be one of the biggest gateways to the world, which it now is. So the size of San Francisco is very small for the number of operation in and out of that airport. The two parallel runways are extremely close to each other. Unfortunately, because of lack of real estate, there's nothing they can do except we have the best air traffic controllers in the world, literally, in San Francisco, and also air crews. They double up on their diligence when they're going in and out of places like San Francisco. So it does have some problems, but you know, with the technology, with the fact that everybody is on their tip-top condition when they go in and out of San Francisco, we occasionally have these close calls, but
that's true.
Nothing big.
Well, we're glad to know that this situation did not result in a disaster. Ross Amer, thanks for your time and for your expertise. Good to see you.